When a child dies, it feels as if the physical laws of the universe have been violated. You needed that child far more than you need the very oxygen that you breathe, and yet that child is gone, and your lungs keep working. Your very breath is a betrayal. So I pray that you'll be able to take each breath, and that eventually simply living won't hurt like this anymore. And I pray that in your grief, you and your spouse will be able to turn to each other. The death of a child strains a marriage in a way little else does. It's not fair, but you face a crossroads. I pray that you will walk this valley together, and that the journey will strengthen you, rather than separate you. I pray that people will surround you with practical help, that they will hug, and that they will listen. I pray that your friends won't scatter because they feel awkward, but that they will be patient, even when the grief seems to be lasting longer than others think it should. I also pray that you will be able to take each day as it comes. When a child dies, and especially a baby who did not have the chance to become part of your daily routine, on the outside it is almost as if he or she never existed. And yet, for you, that child was your very heart. If you let go of the grief, it's as if you're letting go of the last thing that ties you to your baby. Remember, though, that grief is not something that disappears. Sometimes grief is overwhelming, but other times you will feel fine. I pray that you will embrace those moments when you feel peace, because there will be moments, even if it's days, weeks, or years later, when the grief will return, unbidden, in full force. Be grateful for good days, and don't feel guilty for them. Smiling is not betraying your child. At the same time, I pray that when those good days become the norm, even if it's years down the road, that you will not feel like you're going crazy if the grief suddenly hits you hard again. You're not regressing or starting at square one. This is the way of grief, and know that it never completely disappears. If we're honest, we probably wouldn't want it to. So I pray that in those moments when you can't breathe again, that you will still experience peace, and know that this intensity will again subside. I pray that you'll remember that every day that passes is not one day further away from your child, but instead one more day that you are closer to meeting him or her again. And finally, I pray that one day you'll be able to remember with laughter and not just with tears. Amen.